Welcome back, Factory fans. Last episode, we shifted our focus back to Nauvis, setting up our Spidertron and laying plans for the future. In this episode, we're taking a step back to scale up our resource production significantly. To prepare for launching more rockets, we'll need to massively boost in iron, copper, oil, and all our smelting processing facilities. It's time to integrate beacons and modules for maximum efficiency in plate, plastic, and petroleum production, an essential upgrade as we push forward in our space program. I've also been noticing this constant issue that steam keeps getting into our water. I'm going to try to figure it out and fix it. Noticed our copper base is getting attacked from the south. There's biter expansions everywhere. What the heck? Come here, Spidertron. Let's take care of this first. Alt A. Right click over here. Come meet me over here, Spidertron. For some reason, my logistics bots aren't automatically building stuff over here. I don't understand why. Where's all my bots gone? Are they all dead already? 27 bots here. They're just chilling. Do I not have laser turrets in here? Oh, I've got gun turrets in here. No wonder they can't build laser turrets. Silly. Just gonna reinforce this south side a little bit. And I'm gonna just clear out these biter nests again. I don't know if I just missed this nest or it was an expansion recently or what happened, but yeah. There's a big nest like right down here. And it's like constantly attacking, and I don't want to be attacked from the south. Look at this giant wave of spitters. Where did you come from? Where's my pollution? My pollution is hitting everything here. Let me do a quick clean out. I say let me do a quick clean out. I just like running around in my Spidertron, asserting our dominance. We're spreading freedom. Isn't that what you Americans like to say? We're spreading freedom to our neighbors. Hello, would you like some democracy? There you go, have some democracy. Negotiating for oil, as Truppen would say. Yeah, I could not figure out, sorry, I got distracted by the attack. I cannot figure out why the steam is getting into here. I fixed some of the alignment of the pipes and cleaned up the piping here, and hopefully that will somehow help. But yeah, steam is getting in. I have no idea, like nothing, when I hover over the lines itself, the lines look fine to me. There's nowhere steam is ever mixing with water. So I have no idea why my water pipe is turning into steam. It's super weird. And I can't replicate the bug either, so it's super annoying. Yeah, pollution is spreading everywhere. This thing is not polluting very much. I think it's because it's in a forest, so it's being like locally absorbed. But we definitely need to like clear out this gigantic nest that's constantly sending biter waves, and maybe all of this. Because hey, look at that, we've got an iron belt right here. We can claim this iron ore, it's like 4.8 mil, or we can claim this one, which is 8.7 mil, which will solve like our problems for iron for the foreseeable future. So I think I'm gonna go after the bigger iron patch. These nests are a bit tiny, they're kind of absorbing some of the pollution, and that's fine. So the way the pollution works, right? The biter nests absorb it. So it hits the biter nests, they absorb the pollution. If I clear out more biter nests, my pollution just spreads like further out. So it's like this never-ending cycle. So I'm not going to worry about trying to clear out every single biter nest, but we will go and clear out this one. Because these ones are relatively tiny, I think. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. These ones are relatively tiny, but I will clear out this area. Oh my god, there was uranium right here. Only 176k. How much is this uranium? 1.9 mil. Okay, never mind. I was like, there's uranium right here, but no, it's actually a tiny patch. I will clear out this patch over here so that we can claim this iron mine. If you're just tuning in this episode, or you forgot what happened last episode, we expanded our copper mine, which revealed a big problem with our iron, that we don't have enough. Oh my god, my Spidertron. Please stop killing my Spidertron. Whew, that was close. 1 bar of health. Trying to like visually see where I can run the thing back to base. Or should we start using trains? Maybe we should start like doing proper train setups. That way we can like start future proofing. Because we can't be running belts forever, right? We need to like at some point do things properly with trains. Whoa, look at this giant nest down here. That's a big nest. I don't want to go screw with them. Now I've left my north side clear for this particular reason, but maybe we should do our trains a little bit further north, like a big unloading station like over here somewhere, and just sort it out once and for all. But then again, oil is here. Oil will permanently be here. I'm just trying to figure out a good spot for train unloading. We could do it along here. There's like a nice big patch. Let me mark it out and see how much room we have to work with. Because we can potentially move all of this stuff. So maybe we can train like here, like a big train station that can sort everything out. Eventually, we'd probably want the train station going all the way along here. And the trains can come in from like above here, I guess. I know I got a train station for uranium here. So let me mark it out with some blocks. So we want a block here and a block here. What does that look like? We reclaim some of these rails here. Get it out of the block. Get rid of the original train system. Get rid of some of these walls. You can see a little bit more clearly now. Our bots will build it. If this is our train station, that would be nice. Does this logistics thing need to be here? No. We've got a logistics network going up, right? Does this logistics need to be here? Not really. Yeah, this is like a reasonably clear enough area for a train station. Let me go and figure out how to build a station. I'm going to do it in a testing world. That way we can just implement it when we get here. Do I not have repair packs? Like, why is my Spidertron not being repaired? Anyway, that's fine. I'm going to go to a testing environment and we're going to simulate this sort of thing. And then we're going to build a nice testing train track blueprint sort of thing. Alright guys, I think I figured something out. So I'm in my test bench again because it's too hard to try to figure this out in the real game. I'm not sure if going into a test bench and doing builds is considered cheating or not, but I'm going to do it this way because it's too hard to figure out this sort of stuff in the real game. Now, rail signaling is a big pain in the ass, and I'm pretty sure I've done this wrong, but so far this seems to have worked for me. So what setup I have here is, within my city block, I can create a unloading station that's capable of dealing with 4 belts, right? Because I think at max, I want my base to run off 4 belts of raw resources. So we've got and I'm estimating that the rails are running to iron patches that are going to be able to provide 2 full blue belts, which is reasonable assumption, right? Because if they're close 4 million patch iron, then I'm just going to run belts, normal belts. But if they're far away 8 million patches of iron, they should be able to support 2 full blue belts worth of material. So I've implemented this new 1:6 splitter that should evenly load up all the cargo things, and each one has their own train. So this is going to be my blueprint for a loading station. I'm going to copy this. Yeah, sorry. Let me just remove the chain signal. So I was testing it with multiple trains, and yeah, multiple trains is a pain in the ass. So I'm not going to do multiple trains. This is going to work with 1 train. Why is there a little kink here? There we go. Cool. So I'm going to copy this thing, and I'm going to save this as a blueprint. And we're going to call this train mining outpost train. Okay, I can give it a nice little train icon. Cool. So I can slap this down on any mining outpost. So say this is a mining outpost, it works nicely, and the train rail has a go to and return rail. I wonder if I can demonstrate that somehow on video. Yeah, basically they come in this way and then they go out that way, so they won't interfere with each other. I've had to test it to make it work with like multiple trains, because obviously you're not just going to have 1 station, right? We're going to have multiple stations. So say I have an iron patch here and an iron patch here. I can get them tacked onto like sort of the same rail system, and then they can come in, and here's my unloading stations. I've tested it with 2 different resources, but it should be extensible to like multiple resources. So the trains are going to come in like this, and they're going to loop around and they're going to go in here. Once they come in here, they're going to do a little split off north and south so they don't interfere with each other, and there's a straight rail that just goes through so they can leave, right? So you can see how it works. The trains come in. This is the copper one coming in. It's coming in over here. It's getting out of the way of the main exit rail, and it's unloading its copper. I've tested this now with 4 patches. So say this is an iron patch, this is an iron patch, that's a copper patch, that's a copper patch. It works reasonably well. We just got to do proper intersection handling, which is something like this. Essentially, because I'm running each section with a single train, once it gets out of the intersection, or once it gets to its own rail, this can all just be one thing because there's only 1 train in there at any given time. But once it comes into this section, this is where it may or may not need to share stuff with multiple trains. So you have to have proper intersection handling on each of these intersections, obviously. And I've just set up my rail signals here like this. It seems to work. kind of fine. Don't ignore the damaged trains. That was all from when I was testing, but you can see they kind of interact with each other. It waits for this one to go and then it goes. It's not efficient by any stretch of the imagination. I could probably use chain signals and stuff to do better, but I'm not good at trains. I'm actually terrible at trains, and as long as it works, I guess it's good enough. So for example, if I run this now at 64 speed, I don't think any of my trains are crashing, right? They're kind of just maybe 32 speed. We can see it a bit better. 16 speed. Yeah, they're kind of fine, right? The only issue that we kind of have a little bit is you can see the resources aren't continuous if they're being continuously consumed. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to figure out a system where maybe we can have more trains or something. I don't know. Because if we look at the thing in here, we've got more than we can take. So I don't know how we can extend this system so that it kind of loads and unloads enough to do both. Maybe we have to extend this into a 4-train unloader or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think in reality, this will be good enough. Like the belt will run long enough, like unless everything is constantly, all 4 belts are constantly being consumed, I think we'll be fine. We'll have to test it in reality, and if it doesn't work in reality because the iron is like starting and stopping too often, then obviously we need to come and re-amend our design. But I think in reality, this sort of system should be okay. I think a full buffer of boxes of iron will be fine. Well, nothing to do but to test it. So I'm going to copy this city block design. Let me see what I should actually copy. I guess I will copy it with... What should I copy? that's the thing. Which part of this should be the blueprint? I guess from end to end of a city block should be a blueprint. This is my blueprint, right? So I'm going to put this in here and we're going to go unloading. Train unloading station. How can I denote this as the unloading station? I can't really. We'll just use the same icons. And that's copied with all the rail signals and stuff. I have no doubt in the real game I'm going to need to sort out the rail signals and such, but that's fine. I think that's the basics of what we need. So let's go ahead and pop back into our real game and go set up our first iron mining outpost that's going to be delivered by train. Alright, we're back in the real game. I still don't know why my Spidertron isn't repairing itself. Hopefully a robot will come. Ah, this guy was responsible for repairing it and I must have walked away from it. So it's kind of, yes, recharge yourself, go repair the Spidertron. Alright, cool. Let's work on this system now. So I think I've reserved this area for the blueprint. So let's just slap down the train unloading blueprint. Now I can center it or I can get it shifted near the top. So whatever happens down here, I think we'll shift it a little bit up because look down here, we've got all these bloody belts and whatnot happening. So maybe like up here. Great. Why have you not built stuff? I don't know. It's fine. Now, it doesn't have rails, right? Because why would it have rails? Well, I have some rails, but I need to start creating rails. Stop building stuff. Let my other bots do it. Anyway, they'll come back. So let's go and set up some stuff for trains because we don't have anything for trains at the moment. We don't have anywhere to do things either, which is excellent. Maybe just down here. Let me set up a couple of assemblers. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what things I might need, so I'm just going to set up some random stuff. So obviously we need to get a bunch of trains. We need a bunch of... Oh man, trains all need engine A. But that's fine. We can import what we need using requester chests nowadays. So that's... I'm okay with that. What is this thing doing? Why is there like an extra buffer chest here? Speed modules. The speed modules are being made here. I don't understand my own systems. That's fine. Whatever. Trains, wagons, and probably like rail signals would be nice to have. So let me set all that up. I'll be right back. Need to set up an engine buffer chest. Need more engines too. It looks like we don't have enough engines for whatever we're doing. Oh man, the rocket sounds are so loud. I feel like I'm living near an airport these days. Just upgrade these to yellow. Get them producing a little bit faster. Now, we got some engines going in here. We need to logistic filter this so that we don't have too many. There we go. They'll go into that box and engines can all go into that box. Excellent. And I've set up the logistics request for this. So we're going to have some engines in here. We already got some engines in here. We just got to hook up the rest of the stuff. Let me just do that real quick. All right, that's all done. All the logistics are set up. Now there's a home for rail signals. There's a home for wagons and there is a home for trains. And they're all in the logistics network. So I can easily request a train setup whenever I need. Now this logistics box, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Oh, stations. We need stations. Of course we need stations. What does stations require? All right, I'll set that. Oh, it sticks. All right, that's fine. We'll set that up. All right, excellent. Now we've got stations. We don't need wagons here anymore. Great. Now we need to set up this rail thing. We don't have rails being made anywhere, but I did have stone coming in here, and there's a reason why I never got rid of this stone. So let me set this up somewhere. Give me these red things. Wait, why is this reversed? Okay. So we'll get stone coming out here, and we'll just get rails being made over here somewhere. Maybe rails can be made right in this gap, and we'll bring the stone down. Oh, damn, the iron sticks. Let's move the smelters out of the way. Smelters can go anywhere, it doesn't really matter. We've got this stuff. Oh, man. All my stuff is full. Why did I pick that up? All right, let me go drop some stuff off. I don't know why I have 10,000 logistics bots on me. That's a bit weird. Let's set up the smelters like over here somewhere, I guess. This will be my new smelter area. And steel. Steel is in the back. Never see where steel is. Have we run out of steel? Oh dear, we are running out of steel. Yeah, we really need to get that iron sorted out because we are running out of all iron-based materials. But to do that, I need rails. Always on the side quests, guys. It's always the side quests. Alright, the electric furnaces have been reset up, so that should be fine, which clears a little area over here for stuff. What did I need? I needed iron stick to make rails. Okay, nothing too complicated. Iron stick, we get rocks in, and we need steel. We need steel for rails, damn it. Alright, take the steel. I'll put the rails into a box. Have a logistics filter on you. Say, wait, 1,000 rails seems like a lot, does it? I don't know. 1,000 rails. How much is a stack of rails? 100. 1,000 rails is just the first bar. That's fine. Great. So we've got rails. We got everything. Now we just need to go out there and start connecting. I only have 300 rails here. That's not good. Do I have more rails somewhere else? Oh, I got a bunch of rails here. Excellent. I got a bunch of trains here. I have a bunch of signals on me, and I have a bunch of rail signals on me. Great. All right, cool. I think we're ready to go. Let's check how our train system fared over here. It's all kind of fully built, just obviously the rail part. Now, I don't need nothing copper is being delivered at the moment, so that's fine. We can now do the loop-de-loop system, so it's going to go through here. Now, a bunch of stuff is happening here. We can go above, like up if we wanted to, or we could just go through. Let's have a look. Get rid of this. Yeah, I'll probably go through. I kind of want it to go all the way out of my base somehow. Obviously, we can't go through this thing. So we're going to have to go... Should we just get it elevated? Oh, man. This would be a good use of elevated rails. And I can just go straight out of my base and back in. Ooh, oh, tempting. What do I need for... Nah, I need like too much stuff for elevated rails. And then there's like power poles in the way. We'll just go around. We'll keep it simple, stupid. But elevated rails would be damn cool here. The problem with this rail system is there's going to be like cliffs and stuff in the way, so it's going to be a little bit janky. I'm trying to find like a clear path for it. Let me do it here. Yeah, this is definitely not a clear path for the rail system. Would it be easier to just elevate the rail system? Then I'm going to produce so many more things. No, it's not, because the elevation is not that easy. Like, I tested it in the thing. The elevation still requires you to put stuff underneath it. So how am I going to get all this out of my base without intersecting any of this stuff? So does this need to be so complex? Let me have a look at what I can get rid of. That I can get rid of. This we can route a different way so that it's like less intersecty horizontally and make it more intersecty vertically. I know I'm using a different color belt now, and I know it probably annoys a lot of you that my base is so damn messy. But honestly, Factorio cleanup, if you guys have ever played, well, I mean, obviously you guys are watching, played Factorio, you know how long Factorio cleanup takes. Like, if I wasn't making a series, I'd sit here calmly cleaning everything up and making everything beautiful and perfect. But I don't think you guys want to watch me doing that, honestly. Okay, now I can have 2 rails. Because remember, we need a return rail as well. So let me start building that return rail. Let's get rid of this crap up here. Might have to go through our oil fields at some point. But remember, our return, well, our input rail, this is our outbound rail. We need an inbound rail, right? So we need to go, wow, this thing just has to be in the way. And this thing just has to be in the way. Anything we cut, we have to rebuild. Can you make this turn any tighter? Like, there's no way to make this turn any smaller than this, like, full semicircle thing going on here, right? I don't think so. If there's a way, someone let me know. But yeah, that's the outbound rail. Ah, here we go. Now we're having issues over here. We've got to sort of pipe around these stupid things. Alright, this is going to take a little bit of finesse. Oh, that works apparently. I don't like seeing this stuff though. Oh, yes, it worked. Alright, gun turrets can go out of the way. I want it kind of inline, because you gotta realize these pumps, they're never gonna move. This oil field never runs out, right? They'll always pump at like 10%. I suppose once the oil field reaches like 20% or something, we can get rid of it. Oh man, we're running out of oil too. We're running out of everything. We might be stuck on Nauvis for a little bit now, but that's okay. Let's get this going somewhere else, and here. Alright, now we're reaching a cliff. Okay, so we need to like kind of go down a little bit and out. Because we can't go through this cliff, or unless we go here, which we can do by moving this oil up and out of the way. Get rid of this and this. Everything's still connected somehow. Getting rid of all the messiness. Oh, that's not quite right. We need to... Is there a rail that goes through this cliff at all? I can do it. I definitely got this. Friggin' cliff explosives. Oh, man. Yeah, if I do this turn, then the turn needs to be like all the way back here somewhere. Oh god. Oh, an elevated rail system would be so good here. Kind of. How do I get this out? Oh, it did it. How? How did you do that? the auto rail system came in clutch just then, and it routed it around that cliff. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted, and that's still fine. What is happening here? Out of a logistics network. Is my logistics network still connected? Can we like move this back one tile? Doesn't hurt anyone. There you go. Alright, everything appears to still be working, I believe. Why? This is all backed up. Is it just because I have infinite nuclear fuel, or what's happening here? What are you guys missing? You guys have too much uranium. There's too much enriched uranium. The enriched uranium belt is backed up. The enriched uranium belt doesn't go anywhere. What is going on? Finding like random bugs in my system. Not that it really matters because we got like way too much enriched uranium, but we need normal uranium to keep these uranium ammos flowing, right? Otherwise my space station, how's it going? All right, it's still going. That's good. Whew. I was like, my space station doesn't have uranium ammo. What's it gonna be doing? But we're still going. Our science is down to 22 per minute. That's fine. This is still going now. This is all going. All right, good. Let's keep going. Man, this is like, is this like one tile out? Can I move this back one tile? Or is it? No, I can't move this back one tile. We can unload on the other side. This rail system is not very easy to implement. It's not easy to implement because I haven't done things well, basically, is the thing. It's not that it's hard to implement, it's just that I haven't set things up very well. Now I can get this going around and back over and hooked up. Great. Alright, uranium is hooked up again, clearing my path for my trains. So we've kind of got an in and an out ready to go. Let's just see. So in here, loop-de-loop around and out. Now we just got to get in and out of my base somewhere where it makes the most sense, preferably somewhere that's reasonably clear. So I'm going to use this place over here as the entrance and exit of my base. Why do I still need flamethrowers on this side of the world? Get out of my way. You can tell I've done a really bad job. This is like very much real life data engineering, by the way, guys. You spend all this time building new assets and never decommissioning your old assets until they sort of become in the way again of what you're trying to do. But otherwise, you just leave all your old assets cluttering everything, just creating technical debt, which is typically what we do in the industry. But yeah, you're seeing that live right now in Factorio. It's like, oh crap, this stuff is in the way. This stone mine that I should have decommissioned 30 years ago. Whatever's in the way just needs to get out of the way for this construction. We should really build like some gates, some proper gates. But I think that's going to get in the way of the rail system if I build gates. So the base is going to just be open. Come, bring it on, biters, bring it on. I should bring my Spidertron here and let it guard the base. You can go over here. I got to set it up such that it can fire by itself. How do I get into it How do I adjust the Spidertron settings without being inside it? Hello, Spidertron. So I've had this Spidertron set up, I think, without gunner. So auto-targeting without gunner. That way I can leave it here and it's basically a missile turret. But I think I need to bring it with me now because I'm venturing out into the world and there might be biters. So we'll bring our little pet with us and go and build this rail system. Now this rail system is going towards our first iron mine. So we'll go and do that. All right, I'm going to be back when that's all done because you don't need to see me building these rails. I'll stop if anything interesting happens, but I doubt it. Looks like a pretty clear and straight path all the way to the iron. Stupid ass cliffs. It was a clear and awesome path straight to the iron, but then there's this cliff in the way. I swear, locking cliff explosives behind space age stuff is just cruel. It's too cruel, guys. Why would you do that? All right, check it out. We're at the mining outpost, and we can fit the end part of this blueprint right here, which is excellent. I'll run out of rails, but that's fine. Almost there. Now, this isn't going to be walled off, is it? Maybe I'll just wall off this entire section, like down south. Make a big wall around here. Hey, you guys, didn't I clear you already? What are you guys doing? This is a no construction zone, biters. Sorry. Get out of here. Alright. So, yeah, maybe we'll just like wall off this entire section from the biters, and then we don't have to worry about any attacks from the south. We'll use this entire area, and then that can all be like a biter free zone. That sounds good to me. We can reclaim this whole area. Then we need to build ourselves some stuff on this iron outpost. Let's just clear it a little bit first. Clear all this stuff. Alright, this is not generating any... it's not like a military target or anything, so I think the biters will be okay with it. Now, over here we're going to start building our mining outpost, so let me start that process off and I will come back when it's all done. Now, I've set up the walling. I haven't powered anything yet. So over here, I've walled off sort of the entire south side of my area. So that's probably going to piss off all of these biters in the immediate vicinity. So I might need to quickly hook up power. So enough jibber jabber, let's get going. So the nature of this wall down here means everything here that's trying to get into my base is going to be slamming up against this wall. So I don't know if it's a good idea to try to have logistics going all the way out here, but let me give that a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll do something else. So I've got 2 logistic ports at maximum range here. So I'm just going to keep this going along the train line. Then bots can continue on this path and go do logistics and deliver repair kits and stuff without me having to manually do it. It'd be good if it works. If it doesn't work, then who knows. But, alright, something's coming to build this, I think. Oh my god, the damn cliff. Alright, cool. So this logistics is going to make it. We're going to do logistics all along the edge here. Let me do it covering this first so I can minimize the distance. Oh, that just doesn't cover. Guess we're doing it here. So something like that. This one's going to go here, but that's a bit too far out. So let's put it a little bit closer. Here we go. We've already got some visitors to our new base. Be like something like that. Let's seal this off now. Great. Let's get the rest of the logistics covered. Oh, the construction bots are coming to build everything for me. Well, logistics is apparently working because the construction bots are coming to finish my build for me. Let's get some buffer chests going over here. Is it a requested chest or a buffer chest? I think I need a requested chest. And the requested chest is going to request from buffer chests. And it's going to be a logistics outpost, right? There we go. It's going to request these things. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to bring this sort of stuff over, but hopefully soon. We should probably get the... we're going to put substations into the logistics request, but it's fine. All right, things are slowly going. That's fine. We should probably get more... Oh, okay, this stuff isn't powered. That's fine. We'll get that powered. Great. So the logistics bots are coming over. What do these guys want? Why is there like 3 dudes here that are like super slow? Why can't you follow the actual logistics path instead of not doing that? Weird. Is it because it wasn't powered before? I have no idea. But that's fine. If it becomes a constant issue, we will solve it eventually. What is this? Not enough logistics space. For spoilage? When did you pick up spoilage? Spoilage goes into this box. So we'll make this, what, a logistics box? Then you can pick up spoilage. Now, let's check out this place if it's still been launching rockets or if my space platform's been exploded. My space platform has obviously run out of stuff because the uranium wasn't producing for ages, but that's fine. I think it's delivered more than enough stuff for me, and we're not researching anything anyway. How's our Gleba go? Are you still making rocket parts, or have you just... the process is finally broken? What are you missing? You're still missing polymer. We've only got 2 machines making polymer, even though we've got maximum copper generation. So there's something wrong with my calcs. Now, I think maybe an easy solution is to remove these productivity modules. Maybe. I don't know. Because if we remove the productivity modules, maybe then it'll make this faster. Because I know this is slightly undersupplied, but I guess it's fine. It's just so slow, the rockets now. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, something's going on over here. We're getting big attacks from the north, and there's not enough stuff to repair it. Well, it is being repaired. Where are these attacks coming from? I have no idea. But that's fine. It's handling it. I put some more laser turrets on this side. Let's get back to work. We need to get this iron mine online and shipped back to base, because we've been messing about with all the logistics and all that stuff. We're going to just trust that our bots can handle it. Now, a little calculation of how much this little patch can produce is around 83, which is a little bit annoying. 84-ish. I mean, these are going to drain instantly. But yeah, 83, 84-ish. But that's just a little bit under of 2 full blue belts. It's close enough. It's fine. So we'll definitely get 1 full blue belt out of this. But yeah, it's a little bit shy of 2 full blue belts or 3 red belts. But since we're working in red belts, it's definitely 2 full red belts, which, you know, we'll just live with that. I'm going to get all these belts merged and piped into our station. So it should definitely be able to do this with absolutely no intuitive understanding of... oh, yeah, these are done already. What the heck? With no intuitive understanding of how any sort of belt mechanics work, I've just merged the belts in this manner. These 3 are kind of merging into this one. This one's merging into this one. And then they're kind of maybe balancing each other with this thing. And hopefully in the end, what we're going to get is 2 output belts of stuff. All right, let's get that to the train station now. Okay, it's doing its thing. I think now we just got to get a train that works here. I think I have a bar for trains already. There we go. Put a train there. Build a locomotive. All right, because all my achievements reset. So if you're wondering why my achievements reset, I installed the creative mods to do stuff in the test bench. And for some reason, whenever you load and unload those mods, it just like resets all your achievements. It's really weird. So if you see random achievements popping up, I'm not cheating. I'm just loading and unloading that creative mod, and I think it's breaking my game. But yeah, whatever. Logistics, we need some train wagons. Get some train wagons. A stone mine is dying too. Luckily, we're not using too much stone for anything. Let's set up this train. See if it works. Did I name any of these stations? Don't need the fuel thing here. We've got to set up the fuel at some point as well. Now, where is the station? Is this the station? Yeah. All right, let's call this iron load 1. Iron loading 1. What did I call my uranium load? Uranium load. We just call it iron load 1. We've got other stations called iron unload. All right. I think the 2 that I already set up is called unload. So let me add the station iron load 1. Weight condition is full cargo. We'll add the second station, and the weight condition has to be empty cargo. Excellent. I'm gonna jump in here. I believe I have some coal on me, which is great. Then I can just automatic this. I think it's already loaded a cargo full. Let's just follow the train and see where it goes. It's nice to just chill back and go for a little train ride every now and then, isn't it? Let's see if we can make it back to base. I really need to connect this to the main logistics center because that place is getting hammered. Great. Works like a charm. Gotta love doing things on the test bench. All right, great. We've got 2 new sources of iron now. So I believe we need a 3rd iron thing. So let me get that sorted out. I'm gonna move these 2 logistics centers out of the way. We're gonna grab a new iron thing. I think I've changed all of this to module 2s. It looks like I have. Yep, cool. So I'm gonna build this now. We're just gonna grab a full copy of this, and we're just gonna plop it down right next to it. Oh, there's like things in the way. All right, well, it doesn't like going this way. We'll do it this way. Why are you not tiled properly? The heck? There we go. Is that right? I hope that's right. Anyway, we got iron coming in. We need to, again, distribute this iron somehow better. Why is my iron unloading over here when my iron patch is over here? What the heck? Let me fix that. Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare to fix. I've got all my iron over here. All right, let me copy this over first. I've screwed up, guys. I've screwed up, as I normally do. It's a very data engineer thing I do, you know, careless, silly mistakes. I don't know why I thought my iron thing was over there. Why doesn't this look like it's aligned in the center? That is where I built it. Weird. All right, cool. My army of robots will come and build that for me. Now I need to cancel these two stations so that my train stops coming and dropping more iron off before I'm ready to handle it. I'm gonna drop some iron over here. I'm gonna just have to like manually load all this stuff myself now. Can I just take the stuff without... Because we want to keep this for like one day in the future, right? Ugh, my bags, my bags. Oh, I got another achievement. Have a train plan a path 1,000 tiles or longer. Cool. All right, look, hey, check this out. Is this new? It's got a little thing that shows what the trains are doing. Awesome. Oh, these guys are really strong now. What is going on over here? Let's double up the laser turrets here. For some reason, these spitters are like going crazy over here. I think the enemies just got stronger recently. I think you can type in a command like evolution or something, and it tells you like what we're at the moment. Gleba evolution factor 0.3. Gleba's monsters get stronger. We need to go back to Gleba and set our proper defenses because our current defenses ain't gonna cut it. Evolution factor 0.9. All right, cool. That means where our biters are like pretty much like at their maximum strength. So that means we're getting behemoths and stuff already, and our base is holding up, which is a great sign. Iron is now coming in and getting loaded, I think is good. We good? We good? I think we're good. Yeah. The train's doing its best. We've got to do a fuel source over here. Perhaps we should just do rocket fuel. What do you guys think? If we put a logistics chest over here and we get a request a chest requesting say like 50 rocket fuel all the time, we should be good. Yeah, I think so. We need some sort of logistics up in this place. How does this logistics fit in with my city block? Not very well. Got one here. The other one should be around here somewhere, but doesn't fit obviously. But that should cover it. So I guess that's good enough on this side. The other logistics should be here. There's a sulfur pipe in the way. I don't really care. It's fine, I guess. It's covered by logistics. It's got a request. It doesn't have the ability to... Wait, what do I grab it from? Buffer chest. There we go. We should have a buffer chest somewhere with like a bunch of rocket fuel. Let me make sure that other end is set up properly before I make a fool of myself when they run out of rocket fuel and then all my iron stops. Now, rocket fuel is being produced over here. It's fully backed up. Where is my rocket fuel? Yeah, this is grabbing into here and it's checking for 200 rocket fuel. So we've always got a stock of 200 rocket fuel in our logistics, which is excellent because I want my trains to run on rocket fuel. Then it can make it back and forth real quick. I think the fuel source affects how fast the trains move. I believe anyway. So we've got rocket fuel now. When the train comes over, it should load itself up. What's my train doing at the moment? It's stuck and out of fuel. Excellent. Already? How did it burn through 30 coal that fast? Oh my god. We'll give it 20 rocket fuel. Hopefully it doesn't consume that much rocket fuel. And see how much faster the train is with rocket fuel. Let me load it up. But I want to be on the train before it zooms off. Boom. Rocket fuel. Doesn't feel that much faster. Oh yeah, it gets quite fast when it's not like turning and stuff. Yep, the new station works perfectly fine. It's unloading its stuff. Now we need to tack these two full blue belts into something. So we'll get it going straight down. I think each of these blue belts can just feed. And you know what, we'll make it really easy. We'll oversupply the iron by getting the blue belts just feeding in here, right? That's way oversupply. That's like a full blue belt feeding into a full red belt. Then we'll oversupply this iron as well, right? And then these two iron belts will just merge into one iron belt and then supply this third thing. So we're just going to go crazy on this. This is nothing now? What is this thing? This is like an old something. Now we've got all the old iron system now supplying this third smelting thing. So in theory, we should get 3 continuous plate things out of this. Let's see if we do. Looks like it. So now we can tack on a third iron plate thing. Let me shift both of these out a little bit. We'll fix up this input. And then we'll get the third one coming in over here somewhere. Now, this is our new one. Great. So we've got a third iron belt now. So this one now, this very first one over here, which is coming from this new belt, we can output priority that to the right, left. So that can fully supply whatever we're trying to build. Now we can get more gears and such. Now this new one is coming over here and it's tacking off this to supply that. So these two can kind of like balance each other out now. So if we just do something like a balancer at the end of here, we can get these 3 belts just becoming 2 belts, I think. Is that how it works? We'll just balance it this way too. I don't know if that's the correct way of doing things. This place is getting constantly hammered. I need to connect the logistics. I'll be right back. We've got to be careful not to be run over by our own train across these tracks. Especially when I'm making it out of this exit here. So we'll bring our logistics network up north with us this way. That's already connected, I think. So we should all be good. Now these bots can go flying around and doing whatever they need to do. But yeah, this place is just getting hammered by stuff. I'm going to get more laser turrets. No harm, right? Constantly. Let's get another wall of laser turrets up here. When in doubt, just add more turrets. They don't know to go like that. They need to like go do loop-de-loop somewhere. I don't know. Now this is a new attack area. They're getting hammered because obviously, oh, that's too many laser turrets, but whatever. Just put another battery of laser turrets behind these main ones. So these ones will draw the attack and these ones will like kill everything, hopefully. Anyway, we're back. We're done. We've got our new iron. So hopefully now I'm just going to do a quick check on all my stuff to make sure that it's all being produced and done properly. So the green circuits, red circuits and stuff should now have maximum, you know, they should be fully supplied now. Surely with 3 full belts of iron plates and 3 full belts of copper plates, surely I can meet the production demands of what I have now. So we will shortly find out. Our steel is not though, because why? Well, we don't need this extra belt tacking in anymore, do we? I want to do something about this. Whenever I put iron ore in to anywhere, right? I want it to go into a splitting mechanism with an input priority of this side. So it'll take the iron ore from here first. Damn, I should have done a belt. So in theory, it should take the iron ore from here first before it takes the iron ore from anywhere else. That way, that box should always be empty. Do a little bit of cleanup because our base is messy as hell, honestly. All right, we have 3 full belts of iron, it looks like, and now our steel should be fuller as well, right? Because we've just tacked it off the end of here. We have to upgrade our steel setup. We haven't done that yet, but we should upgrade it to a beacon version at some point. How's our power consumption? We're still only consuming 1 nuclear reactor's worth of power, so we're all good. What happened to my copper? Why is my copper dead? Holy moly. All right, what's going on? What's going on here? We're still getting a full belt coming out. This full belt is fine. This copper mine is dead. It's run out of power. Okay, that's... When I was doing train stuff, I screwed everything up here. Okay, cool. Good to know. Now we fix that. Let's get rid of some more copper mining stuff. What is your purpose? Why do you need to exist? Yeah, I don't think this copper mine is going to be enough very soon. So we're probably going to need to get new copper. But we've got our train station set up. Oh man, it's got iron everywhere. We flush the iron here. Oh, this little cleanup stuff takes way too long. Let me know in the comments if this base cleanup stuff that I'm doing is boring. If it is, I can just skip over this. Like, I can do this in my own time. And then I can just show you like, oh, hey, look, I've set up a new copper mine. I've set up a new iron mine. And now we've got 10 times more ingredients coming in. If that's what you want, let me know in the comments if you hate this. It's perfectly fine. I am happy to skip over this in the videos and do this off screen. All right, we've got more copper coming out. Hopefully that will help. We'll let that run for a little bit and then we'll figure out all this belt splitting shenanigans in a little bit. Yeah, I'm looking at everything and everything looks like it's hard at work. Like these red circuits are missing copper cable, obviously, because our copper's not working properly. But once the new copper comes in, there we go. Now we've got almost a full belt of copper. Almost a full belt of copper. This is... Yeah, it is a full belt of copper. Excellent. We've got 3 full belts of copper. We've got 3 full belts of iron now. In theory, if I do all my belt bus splitting in the correct way, what I should end up with is max production of these green circuits and red circuits. Let's have a look at why that's not happening. I'm seeing a not fun looking split over here of copper. Is things gonna back up eventually and then fix itself, or am I just screwed all the time? I feel like I need some 3 belt balancers or something. That one's full. Is this a balancer? Why do I need balancing here? Let's just let it run straight for now and see what happens. So this one is being fully peeled off. I need something similar happening here to get a full belt out, because I want a full belt of copper feeding the green circuits, right? So whatever happens, this full belt is just disappearing. That's fine. Whatever manages to trickle through to the end can feed all of the rest of the systems, I suppose. Does anything still trickle to the end? And then at the very end, everything can merge off and feed the last system. I suppose that works. This thing is not very happy, obviously. This is the blue circuit. No, this is the red circuit thing. What? The red circuit thing is completely run out. Okay, this maxes out the green circuits. Let me see what... Let's stock take from top to bottom. So a full belt of this is feeding all the green circuits. Great. Then it's coming out here. This belt is being fully peeled, feeding off the red circuits. This belt is being peeled, feeding off some random crap I don't care about. Then over here, for the red circuits, the first one is being peeled off here, but there's not really enough to do the second thing of red circuits. That is not good. Let me think about this. Although this belt is somehow backed up. Can we do like some 3 belt balancing over here? Maybe? Let me look up a 3 belt balancer. The 3 belt balancer just looks horrific. So I'm going to take what looks like a full output belt and just tack it off there, I guess. Like, what happens if I just do this? Does this give me more stuff? I don't want to implement. Why can't I just have 4 belts of copper? Man. Yeah, this is not good. This is definitely not good. We need to implement the 3 belt balancer. Alright, give me a second. Disgusting. This is what a 3 belt balancer looks like. Why is this tile being wasted? Why can't I put this back 1 tile? This is what a 3 belt balancer looks like. Ugh. Yeah. Disgusting. Alright, let's see if it works in theory, in practice though. After everything gets peeled and all our lanes look terrible, yeah, let's implement it and see. Does it work? Yeah, I think it works. Let's let it run for a little bit and see if it's good. Better than nothing. At least all the lanes are sort of evening out a little bit. Okay, cool. Everything's working. Look how much, like, everything's coming out. Red circuits, green circuits, everything's good. Red circuits is a little bit under, but doing what it can. Blue circuits are maxing out. Everything's maxing out. Great. Look at these green circuits though. Almost 2 full red belts of green circuits. They're going hard. Look at that. All that steel, all that copper, it's all being consumed. Great. We're doing much better, I think. This is our 3 belt balancer. I think we need like a 3 belt balancer like up here after everything gets peeled as well. Let me just make room for it. My bags are full. Annoying. Don't be on the belts. A transport belt clogging my entire network. There we go. Is that going to be better? And then another 3 belt balancer balances it out even more somehow? Magically? Man, I'm doing this all wrong. I swear my main bus thing that I do is just, it's just not right. But as long as my copper is all flowing up here, it means they're producing as fast as they can produce. What I don't want is my belts to be unbalanced in a way such that it slows down the production of copper. As long as we're producing 3 belts constantly, I don't care how it's being eventually split and balanced and whatnot, as long as it gets to the end, right? At the end, everything is being sort of put together here. Maybe we should do something like this. Maybe that'll make it flow out faster a little bit. We'll just get a full belt of copper at the end going to feed the last thing. Great. All right, we'll leave it at that for now. And we'll move on to bigger and brighter matters. Everything is being produced at what I believe is as fast as things can be produced. Let's have a look at red circuits next. Red circuits is out of plastic, which makes sense because everything... So as soon as you start feeding all your basic materials, the game will reveal to you what the next thing you're missing is. And for red circuits, it's plastic. Well, our plastic hasn't been updated since we first implemented the damn system. So I guess the next thing that we need to work on is petrochemicals. I can see our plastic machines are working their hardest to make as much plastic as possible, and it's simply just not enough. So I will go assess what we're missing, what we need to improve upon, and then I will come back and we will continue on. Alright, so I've done a build, and this is what a fully beaconed red belt of plastic looks like. Pretty straightforward, it's just 4. We can fit that somewhere. Let me save this. I don't know where to save all this stuff. I need like a new section. Plastic I'm gonna start a naming convention for this. Red belt. There you go. Plastic red belt done. For future runs, this is how to make plastic with beacons. Should I make it say that it has beacons? Beacon plastic red build. There we go. Alright. So we got our plastic red build. Now, this will tell us how much petrol we need for this. We need 260. Let's go have a look at what 260 petrol looks like. Don't ask me why I'm doing all my own maths here, because I'm sure someone's already figured all this stuff out. But this will be good because we can finally clean up our petrochemical area. 127. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's create a new build for this as well to see what it all looks like. If I want to create enough petrol, obviously I need to create way more than what just the plastic consumes, because our petroleum is used for other stuff, right? I don't know. I just really like making my own builds. I think it's like kind of the fun of the game is like making your own stuff and trying to figure out how to do these builds rather than just, you know, oh yeah, I'm just going to go into Nauvis or Truppen and just steal their builds, but it's not fit for purpose for me. So yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to make a red belt, so we need 260 oil. Jesus, that's a lot. All right, give me some refineries. I need some refineries in my normal stack of stuff. So just give me like 10 refineries, and I'll try to make a build for this. It's like my little playground over here. I can get rid of this now. Wait, no, I want it to like, I want to tell me, let me just write it down. I need 260 oil. That's what I need. 260 petroleum. Let me write down on my notepad. I'm not sure if I have the crude oil to supply this setup, but I think a setup like this would work for us. So we got 5 of these fully moduled, fully beaconed, and that would produce 218 petroleum, 178 light oil, and 99.42 heavy oil. Now the heavy oil, we can fully turn that all into, these two will fully turn all the heavy oil out of the system into light oil, but I don't really want to do that. I want the heavy oil to go into a lubricant maker first, and when the lubricant is full, then it goes to crack into light oil. Then I'm cracking, like all this is producing roughly like 178 plus 115 or maybe like 60 light oil or whatever. I'm cracking half of that light oil into petroleum. So therefore, in theory, we're making about 333 petroleum out of this system, which is enough to power our full plastic maker and everything else. So I'm going to implement this system over here, and yeah, we'll replace all the stuff and start again, I guess. So I'll save this build as a petroleum build. I'll actually I'll hook everything up properly, and then I'll save the build as a petroleum build, and then we'll try to implement it and see what happens. It's all going to go horribly wrong, so stay tuned. I know you guys love it when everything goes horribly wrong. Let's get started. Oh wow, this thing finished all of the researches. Crazy. Electric weapon damage, braking force 7. This stuff, I'm running out of research for it to do. Transport belt capacity, sure. Mining, this is all infinite. I don't want to do any of my infinite research yet. I want to do non-infinite research. This has gone to infinity. Everything else here is all infinite research. I finished my research queue. I need to go to new planets and unlock more stuff. Okay, interesting. We'll just do some electric weapons damage and stuff or something, I guess. I've been checking my station over here as well, and I mean, Gleber's not performing as well as I thought it would be, because for some reason copper is just being undersupplied in the system, even though I tested it a billion times and it was all working. We're only getting 2 machines making it, so we're crafting rockets at 66% efficiency, but it seems to be fine. I'm not running out of ammo. The platform hasn't been destroyed. It's been transporting science like non-stop, so I don't hate it. But yeah, anyway, back to hooking up everything here. I'll be back when it's done. I think this is the build that I'm going to go with, so let's get that implemented. Oh no, why are my construction drones coming to get rid of all this? I wanted all this stuff in my bags. Alright, that's fine. Alright, it's time to deconstruct our entire petroleum area and build this thing. So everything's going to stop for a second, but that should be fine. Now I know I haven't done any processes for like sulfuric acid and sulfur, but I should be able to just fit that in somewhere. So we're going to mainly work on our plastic and stuff. So let me get rid of all this now. Oh, I don't know what to deconstruct. Let me deconstruct backwards. I know someone said they don't like me just deleting all my stored fluids, but who cares? It's all infinite anyway. It's not infinite, but I mean I can get more whenever I want more, right? So I don't really care. The input of oil, is it? Okay, it's our main oil input. Now, I don't know if I have enough anything to support this system, so we're gonna have to work it as we go, but hopefully the stuff in these pipes out here will stay on, so I know what I need to resupply, but we'll check everything after we're done. This coal's gonna be an issue, isn't it? Oh no, it's gone and done its things. Alright, cool. Now, I've probably broken so many things doing this, but we're just gonna have to fix our bugs as we go. I think that was the plastic belt there somewhere. This is our coal input. Oh, there's so much coal in that box. Try to get rid of a lot of the old stuff, but we know we need all these inputs eventually. I'm gonna get rid of this. Now, logistics probably needs to go in somewhere, so I need to fit this in between logistics. So let's start with our regular city block, and then we'll remove stuff as we need it. Oh, don't tell me I didn't save this thing. Didn't I blueprint it somewhere? I'm going crazy. Alright, let's put this down somewhere. Okay, this thing, these two definitely have to go. Put it on my center line, somewhere like here. Just as high as it goes. Yeah, let's do it like here. Let's test to see if this all works now, before we do anything crazy. Now, this stuff needs water. So water was coming out over here. I can just do it in the middle of stuff, but I don't want to do stuff in the middle of stuff anymore. So I'm going to get it going over here first. Then we're going to turn it upwards along this path, and then turn it again over here. There we go. Of course, I need one landfill. Now, I also need some storage tank. Oh, I got 3, perfect. So first I want to store my heavy oil somewhere. We'll put all our storage out to the side over here. So that's going to store heavy oil. Then, what is this thing? I don't know what that was. This is going to store my light oil, and sorry, that was heavy, that's petroleum. Heavy oil is over here, so let me put that storage over here somewhere. Let me do that. There we go. Heavy oil is working now, so everything is sort of stored, so I can see if everything's actually working. So what is your problem? You have maximum everything. Did I just like instantly fill 2 storage tanks? No. Let me figure out why stuff isn't working. You've got too much petroleum gas and nowhere to go. Ah, this is not connected to the piping area. That'll be why. Great. Now I see them all working. Excellent. So let's see. Petroleum gas is indeed filling up slowly. Great. This light oil is also in surplus. Great. And our heavy oil is also going up. Everything's going up. This is producing non-stop, and we've got maximum of our crude oil. So that's perfect. So the next thing we can implement now off the back of this is, do we need these? No, I don't think we need those. There we go. I don't think I needed those substations. We've got substations in the middle of here powering everything. So the next thing we need off the back of this thing is probably the plastic factory, I'm thinking. Can we borrow these beacons at all? Ooh, we can somehow borrow these beacons. Let me get rid of... Which one can I get rid of? This one. We can actually fit this in here. Amazing. That's cool. Then it runs through here. Yep. Oh crap, something's broken. Uh-oh. Oh man, these things are so strong. Look at that. Look how strong these things are. My lasers aren't beating the behemoths anymore. That's alright. It'll repair itself. More importantly, I need power. Okay, that's all powered. Now, petroleum is getting in here through this system, which is absolutely amazing. We just need coal. So where's my coal belt? It was over here, but it's not actually being fed by anything right now. So I need my coal actually being split off. Let's split it off somewhere else. From this side maybe, so that it's just a little bit cleaner. I know it's a mix of red and blue belt, but I don't really care. I actually don't know if this can feed enough coal over to this system. Why is the red to blue feed continuous? Hello? That's a red belt. It should be like gapped. What? Anyway, yep, we're making plastic again, guys. We're making plastic. Excellent. So we should probably get some plastic going on either side, like that. So we get a full belt of plastic out. And where does plastic go? Plastic goes here. Work backwards. Always working backwards. Working backwards is the way to go. There's our new plastic, guys. There is our new plastic. Let's just trace it and make sure it's actually getting out into the main bus. Beauty. All right. Now we need to figure out all our little ancillary bits and bobs. So, for example, I'm going to leave the plastic bit clear, I think. For example, we need heavy oil. We need to make lubricant. What is lubricant made of? It's just made of heavy oil. So technically I should be able to do something like that, and then just lubricant just comes out. Okay, that's easy. We just need to route it out into its own storage tank somewhere. And no more storage tanks. The lubricant was being piped over here somewhere, so we'll just continue that piping process. Nice and simple. I believe there's one lubricant machine being done in a speed thing is going to be more than enough that our system needs. I'll put in some productivity modules in so it doesn't consume all the heavy oil. But yeah, we're making a lot of plastic now, guys. We're making a lot of plastic. Now it's stopped. Excellent, because it's run out of oil, and oil is stopped because it is full on. Yeah, okay. So we haven't repiped our stuff back down, and I don't remember now which friggin' belt was which. Oh no. Okay. Where's the light oil? How do I get light oil back into my rocket system? They traced the belt fully back. This is the light oil belt. This one, this one, this one goes up here, goes onto the main bus somehow. This is working exactly as I expected the system to work, because remember, we purposefully underutilized the light oil because we knew we would need to put it through here. So this is light oil. Let me grab the light oil out then. We can grab the light oil out. It should be nice and easy. I've done this system such that it should be all nice and easy to do this sort of stuff. All right, light oil is going, which means all of this is going again. And light oil will go and continuously produce stuff. And we might have to tune the quantities here a little bit, but that's fine. Next, we need sulfur and sulfuric acid. So how do you make sulfur? I've forgotten. I only know the biochemical way to make sulfur now. I don't know the normal way anymore. So sulfur just needs this thing, okay? And water. So we can just tack off any of these petroleum belts. Now, what else needed water? This cracking process isn't even working. I haven't even got the water in here yet. And water is needed for the heavy oil cracking process as well. Damn it. Could do water back here somewhere. Let's get that lined up. Great. So water's going into this system. Water also needs to go into this system. Now, there's a few tanks in the way. Oh, I don't want to get rid of those tanks. We'll just route it around. I don't like it, but okay. Water's going in here. Now it's cracking. Great. Oh, I think everything's working. First time, we got way too much light oil, but now light oil is cracking back into petroleum, which is great. I don't know what's gonna back up. Light oil is just maxed the hell out. We might need to crack more light oil into petroleum, because petroleum is not being maxed out and light oil is. But these are working at maximum speed, but maybe once I add some more stuff to it, it's not going to do that anymore. We need water into this system, so let me bring the water. How do I get water to jump down? That's not going to work. Can I move this across one? It's all going to be like one big system. I only want one of these, I think. So that's the petroleum, that's the water. Now we're making a bunch of sulfur. We'll chuck modules into everything. Slow it down a little bit. I don't know if I need like speed 4 on this, right? So sulfur is something that's going into the main bus. So I think this one sulfur thing is going to produce all of the sulfur that we can possibly use, especially if I quad speed module it, right? So let's just get that output. Okay, sulfur's going back into the system. We need to peel sulfur off just a little bit somewhere to... Wait, why is this like not continuously producing? We're not producing enough crude oil for this system anymore. Well, we're not producing enough petroleum. Why is petroleum stopped? Because there's too much light oil, not enough petroleum. So we can fix that by adding more of this system, right? Maybe one more cracker will do it. Why does this need to exist? We should be able to just add into this, not a problem. Okay, that's all working. We still need a new thingy-mabob in here. So now we got 4 light oil crackers. Hopefully that will help more. Now things are going a bit more. Of course, the rockets aren't being produced at the moment as well. So that's looking good now. Now sulfur is fully backed up. That's fine. Okay, sulfuric acid is next, and that's the last thing I believe we need. That just needs sulfur, so we'll tack off this sulfur belt over here to make sulfuric acid. Then we just need the plates. The plates were down here somewhere, I remember, over here. Let me just change these plates to like a blue setup, so I know I can use less jumpers. This system is obviously not extensible, but I don't really care because I feel like I only need one of these. Now water is coming in here. Can we do better? not like that. This is sort of shifted over. If I shift it all over, I can't. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to just get water done normally. Do something like janky like this. Nope, it's not gonna work. All right, I just need new water in here somehow. Get it from the back of here, I guess. All these crisscrossies stuff is giving me a headache. Lovely. We've got sulfuric acid now. I want to get it into a tank before it does stuff. Just put the tank anywhere for now. Been spending way too long on this. This doesn't need to be pretty because I don't know the volumes that I need this other stuff in. I believe this is the sulfuric acid belt. Or is that the petroleum belt? That was like excess petroleum, but we're never going to have excess petroleum. I'm guessing this was the sulfuric acid. Yeah, because it's going everywhere to do uranium and stuff. Where is it? Here. There we go. Sulfuric acid is now being produced at breakneck speed. This one sulfur thing is still not fast enough, only because these things are just not working at maximum. All right, now we are out of crude oil. Perfect. So this is we've throttled the maximum production that we can possibly throttle out of this system. Let's have a look at our pump jacks and see if we need to get new pump jacks. We've got to make sure all these pump jacks are working at maximum. Beautiful, they are. Let's have a look at roughly where we're at. Does max rate tell me? These eight are producing 42 at the moment, and these are all working as well, except for this one. Target is full because it's not connected to anything. Okay. Yeah, I believe these are all working their hardest, and that's producing 106. Yep, cool. 106 plus the 42 that was here. So it's about producing about 140. And how much do we actually need to support this system? Then we can see how short we are. We need 355. Yep. So we've got the crude oil to support about half this system. But yeah, we will have to keep that in mind that this system is way overutilizing and we are way under supplying crude oil. But that's an easy fix. We can just go claim more crude oil anywhere. We can bring our old system into the fold. I don't think this one had much. 703%. We can go find a new field somewhere, like a massive field. 1400%, yeah. We'll find another field somewhere. We can tack in more crude oil into the system, but that's great. This system is working. We are producing tons and tons of plastic. We're producing some sulfuric acid, which is enough to keep our stuff going, right? Yeah, we'll tune these demands as we go. But it's a good start. At least we've fixed this up finally. Now, why is our plastic being consumed in like the weirdest way possible? Let's have a look at what these are complaining about. Now I don't have enough green circuits. Okay, cool. Now I have all the plastic in the world. I don't have enough green circuits. Oh man, it's a never-ending cycle. But I'm producing all of the green circuits in the world. Why is this not enough green circuits? What? What if I output priority to the left? Nope, output priority to the right. Now we get all of the green circuits. And then this side is obviously not getting enough green circuits either. This side's not getting any green circuits. Okay, why is green circuits not producing fast enough? We're out of plates, but we have so many plates. Get more plates in that side. Yeah, a lot of our belts aren't balanced well, I guess. This belt is entirely being consumed. Okay, and then we got a trickle of green circuits down to do the rest of the blue circuits. And obviously it's not going to be enough to make blue circuits. All right, cool. So we need to make more green circuits somehow, but it looks like we have the capacity to. I don't know. Or maybe this is just as much as we're going to produce, right? And we just have to be like happy with that. And I think that's pretty all right. I mean, if two are running continuously, it's kind of okay, isn't it? But I'll continue to performance tune this. I think we've done plenty for this episode. I wanted to get a rocket platform going at some point, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I might just leave it at that. All right, with all our inputs good, looking at our rocket program, the next thing that we need to do is get low density polymers up to snuff. So let's figure out how many we actually need. Everything here is working at like the fastest that they can work, but it's kind of not enough. So I don't know if a simple upgrade will just do it. Let me try, and if not, we'll have to upgrade this to some sort of beacon build. So the quick solution to this is just to change everything into the productivity version, I guess. See how much this produces at the moment. 1.15. 23 of these only produce 1.15. All right, let's see what happens when we upgrade. Now we're making 1.9. That's like nearly double, but not quite. And productivity modules, do they create more or do they just use less resources? Oh, that's all my productivity modules. It was 1.9 before. With all the productivity modules in, it's down to 1.4, but it uses far less materials, which is good because we don't have that much plastic. This thing takes plastic too, and we definitely don't have the plastic to support this. What is the plastic requirement on this? 5. Yeah, we don't have the plastic for this. Definitely with the productivity modules. This is as much as we can make, but they're all working, which is a good thing. Happy with that. Oh, the sad part is we can't expand our rockets. We're barely producing enough of these things as it is. So I think the next step is definitely to just produce more plastic, because our plastic isn't enough to support anything right now. Without plastic, we can't make more low density structure, and without low density structure, we're limited on our rockets. With these limited rockets, we can't increase our space program at all. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to continue on our expansion adventure on Nauvis. So I'm gonna hunt down an oil field, I'm gonna claim it, and I'll be back when we've boosted our oil. What is this oil pipeline doing, and why does it need to exist? Alright, so here's my thought plan. Since the infrastructure over here already exists for oil, I might as well use it, right? There's no point not using that. So I'm gonna tack the old power line back into it. Oh, is this gonna be bad? Is this gonna reconnect all the power into my old base? I don't know. But we're gonna claim all this rail. I don't think I need this rail, do I? No, so we'll leave the rail in case we want to make more rail later. Alright, we'll deal with the rail later. That's fine. Yeah, it's powering up this section again, but that's okay. Is this powering up my old base? I want to cut it somewhere. Let's just cut it here. We've already got oil going in that way. We've got like an oil infrastructure already kind of set up. So now all that's powered again. Obviously this is all powered. I don't really care about any of this stuff over here. But let's follow our old rail line down. And let's go liberate this old oil field and pump that oil back into our base. Might just clear some biter nests around the area. This is a tiny oil field. It only gives out another 100 oil, but 100 oil is better than no oil. Alright, this is all hooked up and it's working again, and it's pumping oil somewhere. But we will get it pumping into our main base. So at the moment it's going up here, and then it's going out this way. I believe this oil, let's cut the oil that's going up this way because I don't want it to keep going upwards. Let's make sure this is connected into the actual oil fields. It would be silly if it's not. Let me cut some of these biter nests down. Look at all these crazy behemoths. They're like so hard to kill now. Don't know how well our old flamethrowers are going to do against these giant behemoth things, so might as well cut it down. Oh, I have no more, yeah, I have no more ammo in here. Do I? Am I out of rockets? I am out of rockets, damn it. Alright, we'll bring it over and let the old flamethrowers deal with it. Yeah, they kind of work. I probably need to put down a logistics thing while I'm here, just to get it covered. Now that it's online again, I mean, obviously it might get attacked, right? Give it some construction robots. We gave it some repair packs. Maybe we'll erect a couple of laser turrets just in case for whatever reason. I don't think anything's going to attack it from above, right? No, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If it becomes an issue, we'll come deal with it. But we got oil. Let's get it to our base and see how much that helps our plastic situation. Oh yeah, these things are real struggling. Might need like a third wave of stuff over here. This is the end of the oil pipeline. I'm going to tack it down here and follow it into the base. Or what I'm thinking is, where's my oil production? It's over here. What I'm thinking is we can landfill up and go out that way too. That way it's not kind of in the way. Ideas. Because maybe I want my train going up this way through the landfill too, right? Oh, that's such a hard job though. Let's just go out straight this way. I don't want it to come down through the base. We'll go out this way, yeah. We'll just go out this way. No need to overcomplicate things. We can always change it later if we want to. Bit overextended, so we need some pumps. Yeah, we're good now. This is an edge, right? We'll follow an edge up to our oil supply and tack it in. Oil is going in there, so we'll get it straight going in. Oh, this is like intercepting with the water. We need to shift it a little bit. Oh, overextended again. Okay, it's fine. We'll get pumps going up this way. Cool. So just checking this now, all these 5 are running perfectly and continuously, which is excellent. And we have a full belt of plastic on the bus, I think. Go check. Yeah, look at that. Look at that beautiful plastic. All right, awesome. The next thing that we're looking at, just looking at my bus visually, the next thing that we need to kind of solve. Oh, check it out. My plates are now full. Oh, beautiful. Everything is full now. The next thing we need to solve is probably the steel. With a full belt of plastic, theoretically, my red circuits should be going pretty hard now. Yeah, I can see everything's gone except for these ones. Why? No plastic. Well, obviously the first peel of plastic is all good, but then the second peel of plastic is not as good. But we're getting to about here, which is sort of good enough, right? Unless I run a second belt of plastic. I mean, a lot of these issues are going to be solved when we have module 3s, which we don't have at the moment. So we're just going to live with whatever this system gives us. And I think that's a lot better than what we had before. So that's good. The next thing that we should probably improve is steel, because steel is obviously trickling. So let's go check that out. I'm just going to do it and I'll come back when it's done. Our steel is the last thing that's using our old smelting setup. So we're going to replace it with the new smelters. All right, here we are. We've tripled up our smelters with the beacon setup. Steel is a little bit weird compared to the other ones because you have to smelt half iron and then turn it into steel. So the top half is doing the iron plates and they're being fed to the bottom half for steel. Now the ratios are a little bit weird. So down below where my mine was, I've upgraded that mine to a blue belt. Where is my mine? Over here. So this I looked at was just enough to satisfy one blue belt. It's like right on the mark. Oh, I can't Alt X in this view. Yeah, 57. So it'll be enough with all these speed modules, obviously, to satisfy this until it burns out the entire mine patch, which will be good because it'll clear up this area for me. But it's satisfying a full blue belt at the moment, which is coming in. And I've done this really weird thing to like split the full belt evenly into 3 red belts, because one blue belt is basically can satisfy 3 red belts. Well, it can't satisfy 3 red belts, but this thing utilizes 45 worth. If we look at the numbers for this, it's using like 50, just over 45, which is a blue belt, right? So you get what I mean. One blue belt split into 3 red belts perfectly feeds this, and then that puts 3 belts worth of steel, which is all being merged into one belt. It still isn't a full red belt of steel, but I think it's better than what we had before, I think. Not too sure, but yeah, we got a steady stream of steel coming, and hopefully that'll be enough for the near distant future. All right, check it out. All our work wasn't for nothing. We've got more blue chips processors working now with a constant stream of green circuits coming through. Now we've got more blue chips. Now we've got low density polymers working. I keep calling it low density polymers. Low density structures. They're all functioning great. Excellent. So everything's kind of going, which is great. Now, what else do we need to double check? Yeah, it looks like everything's kind of functioning as expected now, which is good. I'm going to check back in on my station on Gleba, make sure we're not engaging any enemies. Doesn't look like there's any major enemy expansions touching our pollution, so we're not getting attacked, which is good. Everything here is still functioning. We only got 2 things running here, but that's fine. It's good enough. We've got plenty of rockets. Over here, we're heading back. We're dropping off agricultural science and everything. Our science per minute seems a little bit low. I wonder why. Let's take a look at some of these researching. What are you missing? Missing yellow science. All right, good. Yellow science is the thing that you're supposed to be missing, right? And yellow science is being produced as fast as it can. And it's missing low density structure. Perfect. That's what I want it to be missing, because at the moment, low density structure is the thing that's like producing the slowest. But that's fine. It's the rocket part's backed up. That's the important thing. So we can finally work on expanding our rocket infrastructure. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Gleba is finally destroyed. There you go. Our things, our lasers are not doing anything. Is it like low powered when they're shooting? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we verified that Gleba doesn't work like this. So I'm gonna have to go back to Gleba and resolve this issue, because otherwise we're not going to get any more agricultural science packs, which is not a big problem really. We could just leave it, but I don't know. We should probably go back and fix this issue. We need to have, look, the attack isn't big. It's just like one big dude, right? So really we just need to set up an ammo factory on Gleba at some point. And yeah, So I'll go do that. I won't do it on screen. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'll come talk about it next episode. But as for this episode, we will probably call it here. But we have set up everything for our new rocket infrastructure. Let me think. Yeah, either we'll expand using speed modules or we will expand just more rockets, right? And once we do that, everything should be sorted. So I'll go back to, we've got a couple of things on the to-do list. We got to go back to Gleba, set up the ammo factory and get proper defenses. And yeah, I think we've done enough work for this episode. We're ready for more space adventures. I'm actually just going to turn this spaceship around right now. We're going to go back to Nauvis and we're just going to cancel the Gleba thing. I just arrived at Gleba as well. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. Go back to Nauvis and we'll come back to Gleba fully equipped and armed. Probably bring some like red ammo and some turrets with us and we should be sweet. It might seem we didn't do too much this episode, but trust me, all of those infrastructure upgrades on our main base, increasing all our main bus belts to 3 belts on copper, 3 belts on iron plate, increasing our green circuit production, all of that was critical to expanding our rocket infrastructure to get to the next planet, because we ain't doing 2 planets with these 4 silos slowly launching rockets. But if you've enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, otherwise I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.